Howdy do 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 do. Anyways, I digress. Hey, mothers, mother. I've been called a mother before, but I don't think they meant it as a compliment. Anyways, hey, I've got Mr. Pumpkin here. That came out not long ago. It's 5%, 10 IBUs. For some reason, I didn't do a video for it last year. I do not know why. An oversight on my part, I am sure. Oh, I feel so bad. So, anyways, we pour some of this lovely beer into the glass. 5%, 10 IBUs, it say. Nice, a little bit of pumpkin, a little bit of spice on your aromas. It seems to be that the most popular pumpkin beers are the bigger versions of, the Schlafly is a very good one. Everybody talks about the Southern Tier Pumpkin. But there are a few breweries, I'm having trouble speaking, man. There are a few breweries that are doing smaller session versions of. So let me read a little bit from their bottle here. Excuse me as I'm still fighting this cough here. Anyway, our first relief for Mother's Cupboard, Mr. Pumpkin, my bottle got ripped. I have a hard time reading it, is medium-bodied, copper-colored, with just the perfect blend of two-row caramel and crystal malts. Oh, yeah, very nice, very crisp flavor. Let me read the rest of it. Pumpkin and spices. Mother's has created one yummy pint of love. Perfect after dinner in lieu of dessert or on a night on the town. Okay, well, why the hell? Hungry goes great with roasted turkey, potato soup, and salads. Or you can just pour Mr. Pumpkin over a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Yeah, that probably would be pretty good. Who knows? But who knows? The pumpkin's there. It's not in your face pumpkin. You're going to have to look for it a little bit. And the spices are there. It's more subtle than some that I've tasted. I just had the Shipyard Pumpkinhead, and I think for balance, I would have to say this one works better for me. It seems to be a better balanced beer. The Shipyard was very heavy on the spice, nutmeg specifically. Almost overwhelmingly so, actually, for me. It almost, again, I am fighting the thing, so it might be just me, but it almost choked me up a couple times. There's a lot of spice that really hits you on the back end of the throat. This one is, actually, I feel more pumpkin from this beer, but overall it's very subtle. But the pumpkin and the spice, they are there. So whereas brews like, the Schlafly Pumpkin Ale, which I believe is, I think it's 8%, might be 7, I don't remember. But, the Southern Tier Pumpkin, those beers are kind of big, dessert beers or end of the night beers. They're huge. They're not really, I don't know if I'd eat with any of those. This Mr. Pumpkin here, though, actually would go good with your holiday meal because it is subtle. The flavors are there. The flavors are there enough where it will complement whatever you're eating if you want it with your turkey dinner. But they're not so overwhelming where they're going to, overshadow it either. They say to pour it over some ice cream. Yeah, you can. I say this would be fine with a piece of pumpkin pie. I think it would complement it because the pumpkin in this beer isn't overwhelming. So I do think it would go brilliant with a piece of pumpkin pie if you want it as a dessert beer. So, I think it works as a beer with your dinner. I think it works as a beer with your dessert. I also think because it's only 5%, and I'm going to call it a session beer because I do believe 5% is session. It's also a beer that if you're going to a gathering, either on, Halloween or Thanksgiving, it is a beer that you can bring a 6-pack of and session it throughout your, 2, 3, 4 hours, Well, I'd say 3. I don't know if you want to drink a 6-pack of 2. You might be hammered, or I might be. I can't drink all that much, but yeah, I mean, it certainly is that kind of beer where it gives you some flavor. It gives you those holiday flavors that you may want to feel for a Halloween or a Thanksgiving gathering without being overwhelming. So there you go. Mothers, Mr. Pumpkin. Yeah, you know what? This is a buy again with the caveat. With the caveat being, well, of course, it's only it only comes out during the holidays. But yeah, I mean, it's not something I'd buy year round if it was available. It's not something I'd buy a lot of, but I probably will purchase a 6 pack once a year.